All right, let's get to the juice. FaZe Blanks says that him and Jason Nash been talking about me.
All right.
Blanks.
Blanks.
Here, watch this. Deaf Noodles with the receipts,
Nash, yeah.
of course.
I would love to have him on, man. I've been seeing him out and about, and that guy is a great guy, man. He is a great guy. Is, and we just crack. You already know we just crack the funniest humor the whole time. Just
I'm sure you're cracking the fun. I've never heard FaZe Blanks say something
the funniest humor. Is that what?
Yeah. He says you already know Jason Nash is like a professional comedian. I believe he's funny.
Like, I can't talk.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I've never heard him say a funny thing. That's how I know he's lying. Because he says we crack each other up. I'm like, bitch, you...
He didn't even say that. He said we crack the funniest humor.
Yeah.
What?
Blanks.
Right.
What?
That's like a very clinical description of joking around with somebody.
I think he's fucking stupid.
Right.
I don't know. Because in the real world, like... You know, sometimes we run into these like weird little H3 situations where people are really just talking shit. You know what I mean? Like
Hell yeah, I'm talking shit, you fucking blank-minded dumbass. Blanks. I mean, you're friends with Keemstar. How do you just walk around and pretend like that's normal? Like that I always say about FaZe Blanks, the worst thing I can say about him is that he's friends with Keemstar. And that's a lot. That says a lot about a person.
Yeah. It's an automate, like, you get disqualified from a lot of things.
Oh, yeah. You shouldn't be able to drive if you're friends with Keemstar. You should have all your license revoked.
You can't operate heavy machinery.
Absolutely not. That is a danger to society.
I don't even know about assault gun.
Even assault gun? No. The bug assault?
Yeah.
You said assault gun. That actually sounds like a real weapon.
Assault gun.
A gun that shoots salt? Yeah,
yes.
That's too dangerous for playing.
I hate Keemstar.
Talk, it's just fucking, Twitter fingers.
Yeah.
But in the real world, bro, people don't behave like that. They don't operate that way. So it's funny to be in like real life situations at like an event or a party or something social like that, and it just hits you. It kind of hits everyone. Like, shit is so dumb. Just crack.
Wait, what the fuck? What is this story? Are you high, bro?
What are you talking about?
You started talking about Jason Nash, right?
I'm saying me and Jason Nash crack like H3 humor when we're with each other and like just make like funny comments about the...
That's how I know he's lying. There's no way he said anything funny about me.
Yeah.
The way that's worded is kind of weird.
It's so weird.
And I know he words everything kind of weird.
Me and Cam were talking about this. We kind of have a theory that he was actually saying that they were commenting on internet culture, making fun of it the way that you guys do. And then Kim's like,
yeah,
they're not funny. They're not funny. They're our enemies.
That's coming up next, but I think he's saying we were making fun of H3.
Mm-hmm.
I thought so at first too, but just now, I don't know. That kind of sounded like he was like, we make like H3 humor, like your style of humor together.
He's a fan, dude.
No way. That's what he meant,
I gotta really.
He was.
I think he's that. I think he's that dumb. He doesn't know how to convey. He doesn't know how to express himself.
He's a fan, dude.
Well, Zach, he was a big fan. He's mentioned it.
Right.
Well, hold on, because he says at the end that I'm not funny.
Well, that may have Keemstar may have reeled him in a little bit.
Let me play the whole thing. I'm not going to pause.
Interesting.
Let's unravel this.
Some people are saying that Hassan is a FaZe Blanks fan. I
need to ask him because I saw him saying once like I'll never say shit about FaZe Blanks, and I don't know what the affinity he has towards him. I'm not going to hold that against Hassan.
Yeah,
Hassan can be friends with whoever he wants.
Fine, it's not that serious.
Like I said, my biggest problem with FaZe is that he's friends with Keemstar. I mean, I genuinely believe that.
I think Brother Banks.
Friar Banks. Let's just call him Friar and say what we mean.
I think he might be a fan. And I think all of this is just hurt feelings.
FaZe, message me. We can squash the beef.
I'm infinitely smarter than you, and I'm infinitely more successful than you.
The thing is, bro, you can't overlook Keemstar. Like, that's like being friends with Jeffrey Epstein. It's like, you might be the coolest motherfucker in the world, but like you hang out with Jeffrey Epstein.
Right.
It's like, I can't overlook that.
I hear you.
More like Satan, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I agree with that.
so is that worse than Jeffrey Epstein or not as bad as Jeffrey
Just a
Epstein?
different kind of.
Yeah,
Satan?
Epstein's more specific.
Different
Satan
kinda
is
evil?
just the embodiment of evil, like
Yeah.
Keemstar. I agree with that.
Really? So like,
very
more like a
ac-
Charles Manson?
It's very
or
accurate.
Satan.
Satan. Satan with an affinity for young girls?
Well, yeah, I mean that screams Satan right there. You know?
All right, let's try to unravel
Let's
this.
re-listen. Because the way he's fixed, it's like you gotta
Yeah,
pause and try to analyze
let's
what he tried to
decipher.
say.
I'm going to play the whole thing, and then let's try to unpack this.
It kind of hits everyone like, shit is so dumb. Just crack.
Wait, what the fuck? What is this story? Are you high, bro?
What are you talking about?
You started talking about Jason Nash, right?
I'm saying
then
me and
you started-
Jason Nash crack like H3 humor when we're with each other and like just make like funny comments about the internet and just he's a fucking really funny guy and he's got a good soul.
Interesting.
That was my point. I would love to have him
That
on the show.
dude's not. I'm so confused. H3 is not funny.
I'm not talking about, bro. Are you fucking high right now? I'm talking about
just said
Jason.
H.
No, I'm talking about Jason.
I think he's trying to
Nash
cover
being
his
funny.
ass.
I love that they both can't understand each other.
Yeah, I'm more confused because on second listen, this is high level content, by the way.
I may need to start listening to this.
This is a Spotify original show, my friend. Coming at you with high level thoughts and ideas.
This is the first 3 minutes of the show as well.
Oh my God.
It just started.
Wow.
I think he was trying to say H3 issue style humor.
Yeah,
but I think when Keem's like, "What are you talking about?" FaZe tried to cover his ass.
Really?
Yeah.
He was admitting that he is a fan and likes you.
Yeah.
But so even Keemstar has said he's funny. So like, can you just give me that? Like, you could say I'm a douche and I'm an asshole, but he goes, no, Ethan's not even funny.
Keemstar? No, you can't say that.
He said that the puppet's funny.
Yeah, when he's trying to be cool.
He said the puppet's funny.
He's trying to play cool, but he can't even do
I
that.
tapped that puppet ass.
He said that because the whole snitching.
He can't take
thing.
it back.
Yeah.
He said it.
That's true.
Even
That's
if he
true.
didn't mean it, he
didn't
said
mean
it.
though. We all know.
Okay, so wait. Roll it. Let's decipher it. Well, so Def Noodle
Then
says.
while you were gone, we're coming around to what you were saying. I think you're right.
But hold on. Let's try this again because he does a 180. So let's listen closely now.
Okay.
This story. Are you high, bro?
What are you talking about?
You started talking about Jason Nash, right?
I'm saying
then
me
you
and Jason Nash crack like H3 humor when we're with each other and like just make like funny comments about the internet and just he's a fucking really funny guy and he's got a good soul. That was my point.
You could almost interpret that he's saying I'm a funny
He
guy
is.
and I have a good soul.
No.
He is.
No, he's not. He's
No,
talking
no,
about
no.
Jason Nash.
Jason
No,
Nash.
he is.
I know
And when
he's not.
Keem gets his foot in the door, he retracts it.
It's the
No,
transitive
no, he's not.
property.
No,
It's the-
yeah.
He's talking about
Yeah, Jason Nash.
He is, but you can if you think Jason is funny by way of him making humor.
Zach, are
similar
you
to
high,
yours.
bro?
Yeah. Are you fucking high?
Are you fucking high, bro?
If you misconstrued it enough, it
This
gets
is
there.
hard, man. This is like deep literature. You have to like.
What am I doing listening to the Daily?
Yeah, the Daily, New York Times. This is way more fucking fascinating. Okay, so wait. This is when you really need to think.
Okay.
Because so far the interpretation is that he likes my humor,
Yeah.
Right.
but now
But now Kim is upset. He's like,
let's see
are
what
you
happens.
high?
Yeah, hold on.
Love to have him on the show.
I'm so confused. H3 is not funny.
I'm not talking about, bro. Are you fucking high right now? I'm talking about
just said
Jason.
He
deflects
I'm
it,
talking
you
about
see?
Jason Nash.
I love
Okay,
it.
now this is when he clarifies. This is
I love
important.
it. Because he's like, I'm just trying to make a point
Are you fucking high?
and
right
not
now?
talk about H3 necessarily. And then Kim starts like, you what?
You find Ethan funny? Are you fucking high to say that shit?
Triggered.
No, I'm talking about Jason Nash being funny. I'm saying we crack jokes about H3.
Yeah, he says he's joking about.
Yeah, that was
That's
him
the-
trying
just said
to.
it.
That's not what he said to begin with.
Yeah.
but
I
he
think-
clarified.
Okay,
No,
there's
you're
a lot
right. The,
going
the
on right
clarification is cut and dry.
He said
Yeah.
we making fun of H3.
But I think
But-
that might have been a slip.
Yeah, he
Oh,
wanted to
flip
say
up.
it.
So at first, when Keem first interrupted, and he's like, "What are you saying?" He's like, "No, I'm talking about Jason Nash." That part was Jason. And then after, because he like realized that Keem was getting upset because
Are you
defending.
gonna DM him right now?
I'm following him, so he has the int to message me.
Saying your name in the mom's basement studio is like saying Voldemort.
Exactly.
So
I don't know about that. They love to throw it out there. They see it pretty often.
But it has to be in a negative
in a negative
way.
Right.
Okay, got
Yeah.
it.
they,
Got it.
they're Keem's a fan.
He had a meltdown when he almost insinuated I was funny.
Right.
Banks is
Yeah.
a fan. Everyone loves you, and they just can't admit it. And Blanks
Well, I
just
think,
did.
to be honest, I always felt like Keemstar hated me just because that one time. It all goes back to when I was like, we don't like him too.
It's
And that's when he lost his mind because he wants to be
Yeah.
friends so desperately.
It's like how the Batman story, they always go back to like that one scene when his parents died. This is the Keemstar story.
It is.
Keemstar was born that one time you left the comment. And that's
The
it.
monster was born in that
Yeah.
moment.
Evil
I am in a
Keemstar.
sea of slander and lies.
Well, that's when he first did the legendary "Death to All Noodles" soundbite. I'm not going to say what it
Death
actually
to all
was.
noodles. Death to all juice.
Juice. Yeah.
Juice.
Juice.
All Jews.
Gotcha.
Death to all juice.
Yeah.
I'm anti-Semitic.
We know that. And that's why it's weird that people associate with you. But hold on, let me finish this.
Like in person, like just like how dumb it is, how dumb all like they.
This is the best content.
This is fucking, that was awesome.
This is
That was
the
way better than I
best.
expected. 1 minute, 25 seconds of gold.
I listened further, but that's where it ended.
Banks, hit me up, bro. DM me. Let's talk it out. Did you just clarify? Were you saying I'm funny or that you like making fun of me? Okay.
Right.
If
He said both, basically. So which one was it?
if you want to bury the hatchet, you can DM me. But I'll just tell you, bro. You're friends with the devil with an affinity for young girls, aka Jeffrey Epstein. No.
No.
Keemstar talks to girls that are of age.
Yeah.
I said young girls. I didn't
Yeah,
say
no, yeah, I
age.
know. I'm just clarifying.
I don't think we can throw around the Epstein so easily.
The devil we could throw around.
Definitely,
Well,
yeah.
hold on. Keemstar's like Epstein if he didn't have money or power.
No, but Epstein like actually did a lot of horrific proven.
It's too specific.
Okay,
it's
so
very
how about
specific. There's real victims that
Okay,
different
fair enough, fair
situation.
enough. How about Keemstein?
That sounds like a combo.
sounds like you're making him Jewish.
Keemstein? Keemstein.
Keemstein.
It's a Keemstar.
Wait,
That's
what
worse
is
than the
this?
devil.
Oh, this is fucking interesting. Jason Nash subscribed to the podcast recently? Is that what that shows? I have to say, I have very conflicted feelings about Jason after everything that's happened. The thing is, like, obviously what happened with Seth was fucked up. And that's something that he needs to own and apologize for. But all the Trisha details, like the dog thing we showed, I mean, that was just a flat out fabrication. So everything Trisha said about him, I don't know what to believe anymore. You know?
You're not gonna get any response from me, so let's move on.
Could we have Jason as a, let me ask you this. Could Jason ever be like a guest on the podcast?
Oh my god.
Could we have a
I
conversation with him?
said, let's move on.
No.
The Pandora's box is open.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a long week.
Hey, I'm free marketplace of ideas, bro. This is the marketplace of ideas. I mean, obviously, I would confront him on issues that need to be talked about, right? It wouldn't be just like a.
Yeah, I mean, you've always been good about that. I mean,
Yeah.
the funny thing is that what you were just talking about with the whole Keem villain origin story of you leaving that comment, like you were saying similar things in that podcast to his face.
That's the thing that I always thought was so silly. I was
We
openly
did.
hostile to Keemstar
I
Right.
know.
in that podcast.
Which, like, he was fine then, but then you pinned a comment, and all of a sudden it wasn't fine.
It literally didn't make any
It
sense.
didn't make
Yeah.
any sense. And even afterwards, he went on immediately to like rant about us in a stream.
Right.
And I think I tried to talk to him directly
Right. To chill him out.
to chill him out and just be like, it's nothing that serious. And he was like, nah.
Oh, he was so rude.
He
Hila
was
tried having a
super
conversation
rude.
with him in the DMs. And that's when he made her cry because he was actually just so fucking rude and disgusting to her. I've never seen anyone
because
talk to her like that. 'Cause she was trying to have
5
a
minutes before then when we met, we were like we were polite to him. We were
Right.
not, it wasn't
Cordial.
like, I don't know. We've criticized him before, and that wasn't anything new.
Right.
But we were polite and willing to have a conversation.
It's funny, when I posted the original Keemstar episode, a lot of comments were like, Ethan was so rude to him.
One of the first opening lines, I think it's the third sentence you say, is how does it feel to be the most hated man on the internet?
Right.
Yeah.
And he said something like, well, how does it feel to meet me in person? You're like, it's whatever.
Well, my theory with having Keemstar on was like the marketplace of ideas thing, where it's like I can talk to people I don't like. That's interesting.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's something that you've done consistently, and that's nothing new for Ethan. You've had a lot of like former enemies on the show. You had Jake Paul on,
Right,
Joey
and that-
Salad's on.
Yeah, that would be like I had Jake Paul on.
It's
it was
SoFlo
it was a fairly I had SoFlo on, but the Jake Paul one was particularly contentious, right?
Yeah.
And it's like Jake Paul losing his mind because I would go, well, I don't like him. It's like, yeah, obviously. I mean,
With her boob coming
Yeah,
out.
it was obvious to everyone. It wasn't coming on as like our best friend. You know?
Right. It was never really like softball either. Like you would, I mean, uncomfortably so sometimes. So, Hell.
but the problem was that ever since that day, he's like lied and gone out of his way to literally ruin our life. Like he has made it his stated goal since then to financially and personally and professionally hurt us. And so obviously that's not what I criticize him for, because he's done actual harm in the world.
Right.
But yeah, he's the worst.
Elon, my favorite tweet you've ever put out was when you did the acronym for bitch.
Oh, the cross stick.
That's just amazing.
Yeah,
Chef's kiss.
that was fucking phenomenal. It was.
Which was defending Lena, my
Yeah.
wife.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can we do a poll? I
No.
just want to be. Can I ever have Jason on the show? I'm
No,
just
people
curious.
are already saying don't do it.
Okay, good. So vote. I'm just curious. I want to get. I haven't invited him.
They're
I haven't
saying
talked to him. I'm
he-
just curious.
It's not even to say that he'd be willing to.
Yeah, and I don't even know if he'd be willing to. I'm just curious on
Saying
the
not
10th.
only the set stuff that he still hasn't talked about, there's also the Tana stuff because he was preying on her, and she was underage.
Right.
I think.
So,
Ooh,
but
I
first of all, put up the
forgot
poll.
about-
But the thing is, like, having someone on, obviously, those are issues that I would confront him on. So he would need to talk about those things to come on the
All
show.
right. I have a feeling this is going to be a blowout, but might as well just
Yeah.
do it, right?
I mean,
I'm
everyone-
really
Nash
curious.
on the show.
I'm genuinely
Yes or no?
curious.
Here we go.
This
Let us
isn't
know,
something that's
folks.
happening. I'm curious what's.
I mean, you had Jeff on. Look how that went.
Yeah, exactly. That was not a favorable interview for Jeff.
Putting it lightly. All right. I just started it.
Oh,
Let's-
this is interesting. Oh, so it's close. How is it that every poll is like 50-50? It's weird. It's odd.
So far,
The yeses are winning.
the yeses
by a
are
bit.
edging out.
God,
Very-
that-
well, I mean, it's
Not by
you
a
can't
lot.
play the triumphant sound until a little bit more time passes. Yeah, thank you. There we go. All right, the votes are coming in.
That's a lot
is-
of no's, though.
It's
I mean,
a lot
it's-
of no's,
yeah.
and it's
Pretty-
very divisive.
Like, you don't want to have someone on that half of the people watching are going to be pissed
I see
about.
people saying like, "I will not watch it," all caps.
But you know the conversation would be interesting as fuck.
Would it though?
Yeah,
I don't
because
know.
he would have to talk about all that shit. I wouldn't let him get it past.
Ethan's good at professional
but-
professional confrontation, so yes.
Thank you. Exactly.
I think that's probably where a lot of the yeses are coming from.
It's
is
not
they-
it's not a puff piece. It would be
right. Which again, this is all hypothetical, and like, why would Jason even want
subject himself. Yeah.
to? Yeah.
Okay, you can hit it. You can hit it.
Interesting.
waiting
though.
for Dan.
I expected it to be to side to the nose, but look at that. The yeses are edging out a little bit.
Well, anyway, it's not even on the table. I was just genuinely curious what people would think if I did that.
Sure.
I haven't talked to him, but he does follow the podcast. So hi. You know, crazy though.
I think blanks would be more interesting to watch.
You think? Well, okay. Would people watch a blank? I mean, there's nothing wrong with blanks, right? There's no controversy around him, other than
FaZe being sued for like various reasons.
Phase, hit me up. Let's talk about it. Let's have
I guess
blanks
that's
on.
Faze, not him personally, but yeah.
Also, if Hassan does like blanks, then I don't want.
I don't want
I
to
don't
speak
know
for
that
Hassan,
he
but
does. Like,
it's kind of like an ironic thing, I think.
Oh, it is.
But I can't.
That's what I'm
maybe
not
not.
sure
Maybe
about.
not. I don't know. But
Here, I'll text him. Do you like phase blanks?
in the clips that I've seen, it seems like he likes him in the way that we like some people for providing us with a lot of laughs and humor. But maybe he really does like him. I don't know.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Do you like phase blanks? Anyway, so that's that. A lot to unpack there, people.